everybody, welcome po sa episode 5 ng Koby Talks, and this is a very special interview in the sense na even for me, this is the first time I'm going to be talking to performance parts na brand in this in-depth way. And I'm also a fan of this product kasi ako'y gumamit nito nung aking mga Fino days in the latter part of the 2000s. So we have Sir Henson. Hello.
Thank you, Sir Zach.
Thank you so much for taking time kasi I think maraming matutuwa dito, especially sa mga addicts sa performance parts. Of course, we're talking about MTRT. Now, I'm gonna go straight to the start kasi I know given naman na at a certain point naging attracted ka sa motorcycles, paano natahi yun getting into the whole MTRT thing? Was it something na love mo talaga magkuteng-teng before and then all of a sudden this is something that you wanted to push? What's the story? How did that whole thing start?
Okay, let's talk about the story. Lahat na ng boys may dream naman siya sa sa mga machines. Some go on the 4-wheel, some go on the 2-wheel. Luckily, nasa 2-wheel ang hirit natin. On the start, on the high school time, actually that time in Philippines, wala pa yung mga scooter. Puro underbone, puro yung mga tricycle. That time, when we used to use the transport in Taiwan is the scooter, which wala dito sa Pinas.
Correct.
Napaisip namin, parating kaya namin ito, yung scooter that time. Yung that's the time two-stroke na Dio and Jack.
Yes, yes.
That time, sabi natin, a kid, he was not able to buy a brand new or processing. Sa medyo technical ng smuggling.
Yun lang.
Tinasok natin na ng motor dito. Dati hindi din uso ng rehistro nun eh.
Yes, free for all noon.
Oo.
That's why you see sa mga lumang mga Super 4, yung mga ganun nagpapasukan, yun na yun. Okay.
Yung pinasok natin ng scooter dito, syempre, it's don't have license plate, and that time, we still don't have the driver license yet.
Okay.
So, we bring the bike on the racetrack. First time, tinanong namin sa Carmona. Tinanong pa yung manager.
Oh, just to clarify nga pala, before yung mga eyebrows yung nagtataasan. When bikes like these are put in at sinasabi natin walang license plate, hindi naman necessarily ginagamit sa pang-araw-araw na daan. Pag pinasok mo yun sa pribadong daan like a racetrack, no registration needed there because it's a non-street legal bike that you can use in the racetrack. Just to clarify.
Yeah.
Sige.
Yung tinala namin sa racetrack yung first time, tinanong pa, ano to?
Okay.
Scooter? But actually that time in the scooter race in Taiwan, it's already been so for several years na yung Dio and
nauna
Jack.
talaga sila.
Nauna talaga yung race ng scooter nito sa Taiwan. That's why when we try to bring it in the racetrack, first na image, ano motor ito? Ito pa to sa racetrack, safe pa to.
Kaya pala nauna doon. Wow, okay. So from there, how did that thing all happen? Paano napasok yung mga performance parts natin?
Yung nga, dahil sa hilig ng kapatid ko, tsaka ako, na tinanong namin sa Homeland, tinanong namin sa Carmona, napapractice. Siyempre, sa nakikita ng mga ibang rider na ng underbone o yung that time, yung mga F1, yung Krypton. Yung two-stroke pa yung Krypton R. That time, yun yung mga fastest machine nun eh.
Sa small displacement.
Nagulat sila sa 50cc. Kaya tumakbo na matulin.
Nakargahan na kasi.
Na-impress nila. Gusto rin sila pumili. That's the way na nang starting ng routine namin. Actually, luckily na binigyan ng parents namin na freedom namin sa childhood. Hindi kami pinigilan, hindi kami binigyan namin ng freedom na ng kung ano gusto namin ng
proper parenting. Yan ang proper parenting.
Yun. Naparating din namin ng several unit which parang backyard garage that time na yung mga hinahanap na ng piyesa na ng scooter o sabi natin yung dismantled unit na scooter which is yung mga pioneer rider natin. Sila Salty, sila Jaime, yun yung mga dati client ko.
Wow, okay. So, when did you say to yourself na, ako, tuloy-tuloy na to. Seryosohin ko na to. Medyo adulting. We're gonna do this into a business. When was this? And what was the point na sinabi mo game na?
94 ang parating namin. Numaro kami na ng 1 year, 2 years. I think end of 95 yata o 96. That's the year na sabi natin na bigla na napaisip namin na may demand pala to.
Pwede pala.
Pwede pala. Yeah.
And since then, tuloy-tuloy na. I mean, it never stopped.
Actually, the transition comes when it comes to the XRM, yung 4-stroke. Matipid siya na sa gas, less maintenance, the top speed is enough for travel long distance. Yun yung time na parang na-transition yung sa underbone ulit yung XRM, yung mga Wave 125, yung mga Krypton Z, yung mga 4-stroke. Kasi 2-stroke on the 50cc scooter, you're hard to maintain on the 110, 120 yung top speed. It's really harsh to the engine. Hindi tumatagal.
Okay.
You can push to the limit, but beyond the limit, it's become high maintenance na. Lagi ka na papalit ka na lang ng pyesa. Kaya syempre, marami rider na shift sila sa underbone, which they can get more enjoyment on the performance and reliability.
Mas efficient eh. Hindi ka kalkal ng kalkal, di ba?
Hindi ka nagastos. Actually, 2-stroke time, yung advantage ng 2-stroke is easy to maintenance. Madali lang, kalaskapit, wala pa 10 minutes.
Okay.
Palit ka na isang block na.
Tapos na.
Pero yung 4-stroke is took more time, 30 minutes to 45 minutes to replace a block and piston. But the costing is different. Alam mo dati sa cylinder block piston, isang kit, 1.8 block. Pero unlike ngayon, yung mga cylinder block, 3,000, 6,000. The costing is different. Kaya mas enjoy na nga yung 2-stroke na modification. Mura kasi.
What would you say is the jump from...
Business?
In terms of performance ng mga parts natin, sabihin natin yung we're looking at the 150cc category now. And let's say, from 10 years ago ba to now, or maybe even 15, 20 years ago, yung talon ba ng modern day parts, sobrang layo ba? Or halos ganun pa rin? Incremental increase from the past decade and a half?
From the spending or the development?
Development.
The development.
How far is it now? Like, yung setup ko ngayon versus yung 2008 kong Fina nun, na same specs pero may improvement ba ang nangyari since then?
Actually, it's involved a lot of the restriction due to the environment. Actually, yung lumang makina, they got more potential.
Oh, because hindi kasing sakal, I guess. Makatalytic ba?
Kasi sa mga modern engine, actually, napansin mo, 2-stroke time, the power, the horsepower and the RPM of engine. Alala mo yung 2-stroke time, yung year 90s. Yung mga CBR 400, CB 400 lang ilang thousand RPM ng rate limit niya?
I don't recall, but it's syempre iba yung ikot ng revolution.
14,000. Pero ngayon yung mga CBR, ilang thousand na lang natira?
I'm not familiar.
12,000.
Kita mo na, grabe. So you're saying inherently, damay yung design kasi ng modern day engine?
Yes, due to the environment. Yung mga Euro 4, di ba, dati kahit Euro 1, wala eh.
Wala.
Kaya there's no limit. Actually, it's the environmental code is the restriction to the engine power.
So you're saying, narating na yung peak ng certain 150cc in terms of sagaran, nangyari na. We're just trying to adjust because of the restrictions ng modern day engines. Yun ang nangyayari ngayon.
Yes, actually, itong engine modification from year 90s, actually, from 80s to the 90s is a big jump.
Okay.
Due to the materials na invent and na improve. Dati sabi natin, power over energy unit. Sa 100cc na ng displacement, actually yung energy ng ginagamit natin is less than 15%.
Oh, okay.
Saan napunta yung ibang
Heat.
Yes. Heat, sound wave, light waves, we only use the explosion.
Sayang.
Yung heat hindi tayo ginamit, yung sound wave hindi tayo ginamit, di ba? Yung energy na ng more than 53% is going to the heat. And the some certain 10% going to the sound wave.
So it's a waste in other words.
hindi tayo ginamit lahat ng energy na na-explode from the fuel. We only use the compression pressure to push the engine. Kaya itong energy efficiency, actually yun yung pinupush na lahat ng mechanical. How to push it into limit. Madali ma-compute natin dito. Sa Yamaha R6 is that define natin lagi siyang performance bike.
Yes.
Sa Yamaha. From itself, 600cc over 102 horsepower. Di ba? It means every cc is only how many percent?
Nagtutulak doon sa power na yun.
102 horsepower divide mo 600. Okay, every cc is got 0.17 horsepower per cc. Tama? Okay, sabihin natin, 4-cylinder to. Tingnan natin sa Yamaha Aerox. 15.1 horsepower, divide mo siya na ng 155cc. Okay, 0.9. So you can see the difference of the energy unit release. Yung ratio.
Correct.
When we're doing the modification, we're pushing the ratio into higher. The same displacement, but we're pushing more horsepower. Saan galing ng horsepower?
The mechanical design. The performance parts.
The air.
The air.
The more air,
flow.
the compression mo, the more horsepower generate.
Pero you have to manage yung buga din nun from the exhaust, diba? Tama, para walang mga... Don't get me wrong, hindi ako magmamarunong dito about, I just know the basics. Like for example, yung sungaw issue, diba? Yung mga ganun. So, titimplahin pa rin.
Okay, actually yung exhaust, marami na misunderstanding. Exhaust actually is not a blowout. Exhaust is the parts to provide the vacuum pressure to let out the air with the certain flow speed. Okay, parang alam natin, pag dumaan na isang truck, sa likod, sumunod ng hangin.
Yes.
Tama? So the muffler is took the part, when the explosion occur, the expansion pressure will be created on the pipe itself. And when the pressure leads, it's starting to create the second vacuum wave. Actually, the explosion wave and after, it's a vacuum wave behind it and waiting for the next opening of the exhaust. He will let out the pressure faster.
Okay.
Kaya, pag sobrang laki ang tambucho mo, it's lack of the leading vacuum. Nawala yung vacuum niya. Kaya, actually, hindi yung tawag ng sungaw.
Hindi sungaw yung trap.
Kulang ang vacuum.
Kulang ang vacuum.
Yung tambucho actually suction out.
Galing na kay Sir Henson yan, ha? Yung mga nagmamarunong dyan sa Caloocan.
Diba? Imagine
Shots fired.
Imagine natin, kung tambucho, sabihin natin, the bigger is better. Have you ever measured na ng mga 600cc, 800cc, 1000cc? Ano kalaki ng tambucho nila?
Meron din naman bukang-buka eh, di ba?
Oo nga.
May ipit din yun eh.
Marami na ng recently there's a topic on the race. We restrict the legal category into 30 mm outlet of the pipe. And they are asking, hindi yan sakal. Okay, I asked them to measure the 600cc pipe. What's the diameter on it?
So yun ang limit. And that's actually helping them. You're educating the racers and the mechanics too while you're doing your own races. Tama ba?
Yeah.
How did that come into play? Bakit mo na-decide na biglang, ako na nga gagawa ng sarili kong karera. How did that happen?
Actually, it's not sabihin the way, the definition ng gagawa tayo sa sariling karera. Actually, we want to, that time, like what we discussed a while ago, when I realized the race is only become a small group's playground. Yung sumali namin ng karera, actually wala pa scooter race nun. First time na nang lumapit ako sa BRC, kaya alala ko pa kay Sir Digny. Kasama ko si Sir Jeffrey Chan. Tapos si Benson. So, sumama ako sa kanila sa BRC. That time, first time kami namin ng organizer and the racetrack owner. Magsusponsor ako na ng karera. Bakit? They shock. Kasi ever since sila mahanap ng sponsor like Yamaha, like Pirelli, like the Bristol. Tama? First time na may small body or nobody na lumapit. I want to sponsor a race.
Okay. With your expertise, of course, and your know-how with the performance.
Because that time there's no scooter race on that time. sabi natin, kahit yung mga scooter race natin ng Dio Jog, di ba? That's from the time the two-stroke goes. When it comes with the four-stroke, nawala ulit lahat. Halos bumalik sa underball. Di ba? In the national race, scooter is not a national race category. I'm talking about the national race. Na first time na engage ko. Lumapit ako. Pwede ako sponsor ng isang category sa national race. Mio. Open modification, 180cc.
So that's how...
Ano machine yan? Paano tatakbo yan? Pwede ba yan takbo sa karera? Safe pa yan? Maraming discussion namin about the di ba? Because that's the time when first time I saw the Yamaha Mio, it's got the potential to give a show to the
This
stage.
is 05, 06?
2011.
Kumbaga nilabas na yung mga legit na Mio by Yamaha Philippines.
Yes,
Kasi yung mga
yes.
Fino ko, mga gray area yung so nabili yung Fino ko nun eh.
Kasi-
2008, 2009 yun eh. Wala pa sa Yamaha Philippines yun eh. Oh, interesting. So kasagsagan na. Just less than a decade ago, you were getting...
2004.
There.
I got wrong. 2004 ang first race na ng Mio na 180.
Yan yung gray area. Yan na yung tapos yung Fino mga 07, 08 yan lumabas eh. Okay. So doon pa lang, ikaw pala ang nagpakananan as far back as that. So how would you say now is the impact and the importance of motorsports in terms of getting your products into the layman, mga hobbyists?
Actually, between the race and the sabi natin sa product is complicated. Race, we want to show the stage of the performance of the parts. Yes, but from the race itself, diba? It's a competition stage about the rider and the teamwork. When you're competing in the race, it's not only the parts who is competing. The team preparation, the mechanic, the rider training, and the backup logistics. It's affect all the team performance.
Pero how important is it na that we all know races are not cheap. I mean, from MotoGP, F1, they spend so much money, but how did you see the translation between that to the end regular use? Where yung biggest bulk naman ng business is hindi naman sa yung mga bibili karerista eh. It's the regular guy.
Good question to.
Like ako, hindi naman ako kakarera, but gusto ko magkaroon ng ganun. But how did you, di ba, paano mo itra-trans? For example, I remember this, pinadala kami ni Honda sa Honda Asian Journey to ride the Mike Marquez street bike. So in Malaysia, sa Sepang, I forget which track we were on. Doon pa lang sinabi sa amin sa media, 12 million pesos yung bike. So nakakatawa, lahat ng media from around the world ayaw humataw. Natatakot na sila yung sesemplang with that very expensive bike. So I felt pressure. Sabi ko, ayoko sumemplang. So ang ingat namin sa racetrack. So I was like, they spend so much money to develop that. And I'm trying to figure out how do you translate this now to the regular Joe and how is it trickling down? I gets ko na, syempre, if you're the number one, kumakagat na, I'm buying the bike of the champion of MotoGP. But in your end of parts na ang dami pwedeng, madaming variables, di ba? A combination of so and so, iba naghahalo-halo pa. Paano mo tinawid yan dun sa ating mga regular customers?
O nga, everybody learns, like the Honda, like the Mercedes. They joining the F1. After the development, they transfer the technology to the commercial way.
But you're selling actual race bikes to the regular Joe, di ba? Iba eh. You can actually sell the same thing.
Actually, that time, that's the time in the 2004 to the 08. That time we push the category to the high. We raise the bar to high.
Okay.
We're selling the product with the switch modification like the 4-valve, the 4,000 RPM engines to the market, which is, even though we know it's not reliable enough to sustain on the daily, but it's the design for the purpose of the race. But the customer, they won't know. Nakita lang nila sa karera, pero hindi sila nakikita yung sumasabog o yung pinapalitan ka na ng piston block, valve spring every time, every race. Hindi sila, they're not able to do such maintenance. Pero hanggang sa huli, sumabog siya ng isang beses, sige, palit siya ulit. Pangalawang beses, papalit siya ulit. But I'm sure nobody will have the third time. That's
Natutunay.
the time we realize we have to get the category into more grassroots. Kaya nakakaroon tayo na ng trim down the displacement into 180cc na 2-valve, and we trim down to the 160cc
Hindi na yung mga
modification.
200cc na
Saka
sagad-sagad na.
130cc. Hindi na yung open modification. Kasi kawawa yung end market eh. Nakita natin na effect.
Gagayahin nila eh.
Yes. Nakita
Gagayahin
nila yung
nila.
respect, ito yung matulin. Ito yung matulin na ng setup.
Oo.
Pero hindi sila realize yung maintenance.
And I see the dangers then when you get into that. Kasi at the end of the day, kung may ikasisira ang brand, hindi naman yung racer ang magkakalat niyan eh. It's the customer na gumaya dun sa racetrack without understanding na this is development stage level makina. Kaya pag ginamit mo sa regular na pang-araw-araw baka tubukod, hindi nila naiintindihan yan eh. Kasi I think a racer will be more forgiving kasi he understands na we're cutting edge, pushing it. Si customer, kailangan malimit, tama ka. Kasi siya lang madi-disappoint eh, di ba? So where do you see, I mean, the growth? You guys never stop. I mean, you guys have been around. Tuloy-tuloy lang kayo. Was there a parang limbo year? Kasi even nung pandemic, wala naman promeno eh. I mean, the motorcycle industry was resilient because during the pandemic, iba, nagbilihan pa ng motor. Sa performance parts, meron ba kayong talagang tuman lang taon na to? And why do you think that happened? Kung meron ba?
Sa itong pandemic, actually, lahat ng tao sumabay sa retirement ko. Actually, on the year before the pandemic, yung 2019 ng end. Actually, yung December yan, internally na-announced ko ng retirement ko. Actually, hands off ko yung 2020, 2021.
Okay.
Yung actually I'm have my another life planning to come with my families to have more time with my parents.
Okay.
Because they're getting grow older and older.
Matanda na.
Kaya give up ko muna dito sa business side kasama ko.
Seriously?
Oh.
Okay.
Kaya hindi mo napansin yung 2020 during the pandemic halos wala ako.
Pahinga. Okay. But now, paano na? So you're saying, that's by choice. It was tumalhina because gusto mong ibang direction. Pero yung mga struggling years mo, ano yung taon na, teka, parang pat humina? Yung gusto mo pero hindi mo ginusto yung target na hinahanap mo. What are the factors there? I mean, there are many entrepreneurs out there who would also be wondering how would you handle situations like that na may dip sa sales.
In my experience in the side of the business, the market is never existing, especially on the performance parts. There's no demanding. The motorcycle is running, the bike is running well, is running fast, without modification. What's the purpose? And what's the way na convince mo yung customer to get modification?
So yun yung first struggle.
Okay, there's no demand.
But ang lakas eh.
How to create the demand?
Okay.
Why? What's the customer wants from you? That's what you have to think about.
Well, iba-iba. Yung ibang customer gusto na talaga magyabang. Yung iba gusto performance. Iba just wants to get better. Iba naglalaro. Iba hobbyists. Iba utilitarian. They don't care about mods kasi pang araw-araw nilang negosyo. Hindi naman nila kailangan. So I guess it's you're figuring out sino yung
target market mo. Di ba? Actually, in our way of development, we're aiming one thing, solving the problem. From the first, like Yamaha Mio, di ba, is running. What we are looking for it is the capability of the engine performance. Ano yung problema niya? Mas magaling tayo sa manufacturer? No. The acceleration distance getting higher. Sabi natin, yung tataas sa record natin, to reach the speed of the, yung top speed ng 102 dito sa Mio, it took more than 450 meters. It took too long.
Too long.
So,
mabagal ang acceleration.
What we can do? To bore up agad? No. The CVT has potential. Bakit? Kasi sa manufacturer, they have counting a lot of the situation, the load, and sabihin natin climate, and sabihin natin ng the same load, yung angkas. Di ba? So their CVT transmission, they have to make it more smooth and gradual. But for the city riding, for the performance guys, what they are looking for is, I don't care about the fuel consumption, I don't care about the sabi natin ng maintenance of the flyball and the belt. I want to make a shorter distance to agility. Mas madali siya maarangkada o mas mabilis siya makukuha ng acceleration. Di ba? That's what I'm the one who is the first customer. Pag nasakay ko nito, pwede pa ito lumakas, parang pigil siya.
So may hawak kang, you were trying to marry that and to counter yung lack of demand.
Yes. Ako una client.
Tama.
Diba? Kung ano yung naisip ko, yan din na nang pasabi natin, baka may ng tao ng kapareha sa
But was there a year na humina na talagang, I guess being the first client, I will assume, syempre yung first years mo yung struggle. But nung na-establish mo na, I mean, were there any hiccups or challenges na lumabas na na-encounter mo? Was it because there's a new bike, new design of an engine? Ano yung mga challenges niya sumatalong?
Yung challenge that time is, sabi natin, XRM peak, yung pinaka-hype. Yung XRM wake, alala mo,
Yes,
yung mga Thailand setup, di ba? Mio that time is heading on the XRM wake modification. Actually, silang majority na market. Sila sinasabi natin, inaalogan kita na ng Mio. Ano yun? Pangkalila ba yan? Matulin ba yan? Hindi. Pangpalengke yan. Di ba? Ang hirap mo i-convince mo sa customer kasi hindi siya sa majority market. That time is all underbone, all moped market.
So the challenge was trying to shift from what is trending to what is potentially going to trend. Kasi Mio, undeniably now, took over the automatic segment. Grabe, di ba? Lumakas na lumakas. So, tapos na pandemic, are you still on course with the retirement thing? Ano bang, kasi you're doing races, I mean, what's going on?
Actually, sa itong taon nga, yung sa March that time na yung bumalik ako sa office na meeting, di ba? Two of the management tell me, boss, kailangan ka na nabalik. Marami na tayo problema. Hindi kaya namin na-handle.
So back on board ka na ulit. So what can we expect from you coming 2023? What can we expect from you, your products? Anong aabangan natin dyan?
Okay, actually 2023, we have back online sa marami development natin ngayon. Still thin. I mean solving the problem. Right now there's two major market in the industry right now, the Lalamove and the Grab, the delivery chain group, which they have facing the problem of the oil sump. Nababawas ang langis nila na mabilis. Yung maintenance nila lumalakas, di ba? Okay. On this factor is all caused by the environmental code. Yung Euro 6. Kahit sa atin, Euro 4 pa lang ngayon. Di ba? Pero sa ibang bansa, kasi Euro 6. From the manufacturer, they have facing different area, different country. Of course, hindi sila gagawa ng isang motor para sa atin lang.
So you're focusing on performance not just for the races for 2023. You're gonna minahanap kang problema sa lala mo Grab riders.
Oo, kasi
that's good.
Kawawa sila na isipin mo kung regular maintenance duty cycle din should be as manufacturers spec they're riding on every 2,000. But actually, even though 1,000 kilometer lang ang takbo nila, their oil level is below on 60%.
1,000 pa lang? Ganun na
1,000.
Wow.
Kung wari, 1 liter, 600 lang na natira. Minsan mas konti pa. Which is critical to engine. The oil circulation is not able to lubricate on the parts and the piston itself. Mabilis ang
And you solve that or will solve it?
We'll solve it. Well,
development na.
Yun yung isang nasa
project. Teka, paano nyo na-discover yan? Ang galing mo naman maghanap ng... Ang galing nga. That's a good sign of proper way, good leadership and moving forward. And I guess the success of your company is your ability to adapt.
This is the market part, and this second part on the like the modification, which is hype right now. We have just created a new category 2 years ago, the maxi scooter before the pandemic. But on the 2019, the participant is only 5 to 6. But during the pandemic, on the track day and on the race development, on this year 2022, we have get the maximum grid of 53
Wow. Dami
on the
na.
maxi scooter on the
Wow,
grid.
wow. Which
And
maxi scooter to?
Aerox,
The
NMAX,
Aerox.
KRV.
Tama. Yeah, nung our recent race sa MotoGP, we had the two manufacturers, Aerox and KRV din. Medyo nagbakbakan sila. Abangan na nga pala sa makina. Let's go to Matsu.
Napansin natin yung itong new category which is on the hype right now, and I believe this will be the new future trending on the major modification market right now in the Philippines. Maxi Scoot. Because on this group, Aerox and Max, they got more capability on the modification. Because parehas ang sinabi natin, on the modification side, there's always conflict with the environmental code. So, on the small displacement part, when we push into the limit again, we will descend facing the critical problem is the capacity of the parts. It's easily to worn out and that cause the damage and high maintenance. On the Aerox and Max, we were able to set early on the right category displacement, 185. We're not allowed on the 200, 220 open modification due to the high damage on itself on the modification. 185 and we have two displacement on that time, 175 and 185. On the side, because we evaluate on the existing market structure, because there's a lot of the brand already developed such parts. If we restrict back to the lower displacement 175, what will be cost a lot to the all manufacturing brand that they have to resize again all their board, their settings.
Maraming uulitin.
Maraming uulitin sila gastos. Unlike ngayon, existing sa market na, para ito na. Kaya we make an adjustment to 185cc, which is running right now in the national. Next year, as I know they will continue the Maxi Scooter as national race also.
Correct. Wow, exciting times definitely, and yun nga, I'm glad you're listening to your management in terms of pinapabalikan nila, and you're doing this. Again, anything else you would want to add for your plans for 2023 that you want to say?
Actually, 2023 is another tough challenge to the all business.
Okay.
As
Dollar,
we
iba na
as we seen in the dollar inflation and all the raw materials hike, and also the basic yung gastos ng lahat ng tao, yung isa lang hindi tumaas yung sahod ng tao. So all the people's spending power will be maintained or reduced in this upcoming next year, expected on all the businessmen. And also for those modification, we are aiming to give the more lower cost settings para mas maka-enjoy ng lahat ng tao, na pwede sila hindi yung definition, hindi naman lahat tao na nasa stoplight nahahabol ng mini-seconds Di ba?
That's true.
Gusto lang enjoy sila yung performance na ng biyahe. Actually, yung time yung second stage na before the race, we were aiming to push on the touring, yung biyahe.
So you got longevity, good performance, but better power from stock.
Tapos lang kami sa race stage, pro racing. Tama?
Touring na.
Yung second stage, yung pro touring, actually tapos na kami.
Okay.
Di ba?
Okay.
Now we're aiming focus on the street. Street tuning. Sabihin natin yung maintenance, katulad kanina, bakit na-focus natin dito sa mga lalang move grab? Actually, this group of people has been abandoned for a long time. Tingnan mo, ngayon sa mga lalang move grab, except the OEM, they have to choose the replacement parts. Pero mga replacement parts in the market right now, the quality is high-low, is masyado malayo. Wala isa na sabihin natin ng mura na pwede sila parang maintenance ng parts na
It's reliable.
reliable na nabilib sila.
The good price but good performance pa rin.
Yun. Ito yung which target natin dito sa part nito sa maintenance. Actually, we're trying to target, actually nandyan naman yung grupo nito eh.
Mhm.
We're not aiming to make profit on this part on the street tuning.
To help, to really help.
Yeah, to help them to reduce the costing of the maintenance.
Well, that's good for you. Especially nga, kagaya na sinabi mo, as we approach 2023, it's gonna be tough for everybody. I mean, prices are gonna go up and kung pangkaraniwang Pinoy, pag mas na sweldo nila, ayun talaga siya. Anyway, Sir Henson, maraming salamat. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the racetrack as we're also getting more involved to see all the action, especially with your product and how it's performing. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
And of course, bago matapos ang ating episode, hindi mawawala ang giveaway time! At dahil sa Primax Tire Philippines, sila po ang ating official tire partner ng Koby Talks, mamimigay po tayo ng 2 pairs of tires sa ating lucky winner for this episode. Napakadali lang ang gagawin ninyo. Anong gagawin ninyo? Sasagutin nyo lang ang tanong na ito. This Koby product will give confidence to our mechanics para lagi silang sure na malinis ang ating panggilid or yung ating CVTs ng ating mga scooter. Letter A, Super Oil Cleaner, or letter B, Power Spray CVT FI Throttle Body Cleaner. Para sa episode na to, take note po, ito lang po ang ating valid dates na pwede kayong mag-send ng sagot via Messenger. Paglampas ng dates na yan, wala na po tayong tatanggapin na sagot. At doon sa mga sagot ninyo, sa inyong mga messages, make sure include nyo po ang inyong name, your address, your phone number, your contact details. Basta lahat ng information na makikita natin sa government-issued IDs ninyo. And from there, mamimili po tayo ng winner. Watch out for more episodes ng Koby Talks para manalo. Again, we would like to thank Primax Tire Philippines for the giveaway. Maraming salamat po, Primax Tires. Make sure you check nyo rin yung page nila and may makikita kayong ongoing Christmas raffle. So you can get a chance to win 3 Yamaha Mio Fazios. Oh my goodness! And 2 Yamaha Mio gears. How generous is that? Merry Christmas na talaga. So paano manalo? All you have to do is to purchase 1 tire to get a raffle coupon. So kung bibili kayo ng gulong harap-likod, 2 entries na po yun. Of course, this is per DTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 149887 series of 2022. Good luck sa inyong lahat. I am your Zach. See you in the next episode. Lagi niyong tatandaan, basta kay Koby, wala kang worry.